Hello, everybody. I've been considering for a long time doing a big build, big robot, big armor, something, 8 feet tall, 5 feet wide, just something really big. The problem, as I've tried this in the past, is that using strictly foam, it turned out not to be strong enough to support its own weight, and I lacked hard points to attach different things. And I've seen two options really for this. I've seen people use PVC, using the joints and stuff, and warping the pipe with a heat gun, and that kind of works, but it gets really pricey if you're using all the actual plumbing joints and so forth. The next thing I've seen people use is wood, typically plywood, to create structural reinforcement and hard points. This also gets expensive, and if you don't have a vehicle that can transport sheets of plywood, then that creates a logistical problem as well. But I had an idea. What if you could realistically use cardboard for these hard points in this reinforcement? Now I know a lot of you are thinking cardboard, what's that going to do? Well, I had an idea, and that idea was to laminate the cardboard much in the same way plywood is. Basically, what I came up with was this. What I have here is 4 sheets of cardboard. This is just from a cardboard box that I have lying around. I actually have several cardboard boxes, which is why I came up with this idea. And what you can see here is I've traced out the part that I need. What I've done is I've taped this together here, and then I've put some screws here to kind of hold it together. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and cut it out on the bandsaw. And the screws keep the piece together, or the different layers together. Then what I'm going to do is glue all those layers together. And what we get is something like this. Now this is 1/4 of what will ultimately be a circle, but it's 4 layers thick, and it is pretty strong. This doesn't have any of the contact cement or anything, or glue. I'm not sure what kind of glue I'm going to use for this, but it's pretty strong. It's not as strong as wood, and it's lighter than wood. And these big builds get really, really heavy, so I'm hoping that this will be prove to be strong enough to support a big build. I've got 2 more sections here to cut out, and I will be back in a moment, and we'll see how it goes. Alright, we're back, and this is what I had. It is not perfect, as the layers didn't quite line up the way I wanted them to. I offset them so there wasn't a big joint all the way through, so they're layered kind of like this to give it a little more support. But overall, I got a close enough for government work circle, and this will be the inner support for the waist on the cod piece. This is a 50-inch circumference. I think it came out to 16-inch diameter on the inside, and 18 on the outside. The first time I did this, I made it a little too small, so start over. But anyway, that's where this is now, and it's, you know, pretty strong. I mean, it's not as strong as wood, but it's lighter, and the fact that it cost me literally nothing. I did use contact cement to laminate the layers together. Next time I'll probably use spray adhesive, but again, it's what I had on hand. I'm really excited about this this technique. I don't know that of anyone that's ever actually done this technique, but as always, I am 100% certain that I am the only person in this room to ever done this way. I'll be back in a little bit, and we'll see what I come up with for the cod piece.